What do you know? You learn something every day. Hello everyone and welcome along to EXFL Tier 2 Season 5. We're back again for round 7. We're at the Principality. We're at Monaco to celebrate 200 races of the European Exports Formula League. And where else? The two most chaotic things, Tier 2, Monaco, combine them for a 200th Grand Prix special. We're in for a chaotic night tonight. I am F1 Union, joined alongside me in the commentary box, back again, is ET Nico. Nick, give a warm welcome to the folks.
Hello everybody, it's going to be a good race tonight. I don't know what's going to await us. As you said, Tier 2 and Monaco, those walls are going to be very close. And we'll see the most skillful drivers not have to pit the most.
Yes, indeed. We've got 13 drivers. I think we have a 14th on its way. He's just struggling to join the session, unfortunately. That is the problem with online racing these days. It's just about connections and all that. Nick, you just let me know if anything's going on, like who's out in front to start their lap first. I'm going to get the stream sent to the chats.
Okie dokie, right. I believe we have one of the Williamses. That is Arsenal coming around the final corner. For the first one to start his lap, he's got a little bit of traffic coming out the pit lane, so hopefully that is not too bad as he nearly hits them. But going into turn 1, he slightly touches the wall, brings it nice and close to the wall for the shortest line possible, then into the casino square now. He goes quite wide, getting on the throttle a little bit too early. Once again, now avoiding the bump, he's into the wall, but I don't believe that's any damage. He might be carrying on, but that's a little bit of a mistake through Mirror there. And into the Lowe's hairpin, yeah, that was a bit of a mistake, so I think he might have to back out of that lap. And head to the pits. Who else have we got? We've got Thieves, who's up there in the championship, into the Lowe's hairpin. Then coming down to Porsche, there's a yellow flag in front.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's Tigo in front of him. Thieves, the World Championship leader by a commanding 20 points in that Ferrari, while his teammate misses yet again another round. I was also going to mention, I'm so glad it didn't kick me off as soon as I started streaming. That is a first in I cannot remember for a while. Isn't that a good thing, Nick?
It's a very good thing.
Yeah.
Stupid game, but for once lives up to what it's meant to do, and he's just getting a little bit of traffic with Arsenal heading into the pits. But I don't think that affected him too much, and then up across the line.
Yeah, that Ferrari looks so planted through the swimming pool section. It was enough for a 1 minute 11.1 to be the first top on the board for the Monaco Grand Prix qualifying. We have 14.5 minutes remaining, and let's see who can challenge that time. Frankie goes 1.3 seconds slower than him. Obviously a race winner now, as Josh goes 2 tenths quicker than him. Not a race winner this season yet. He's had 2 pole positions, but he can only salvage P2 at best. His teammate Seb, 8 tenths off the pace of his teammate Tigo, returning after a race or 2 absence. Power of F11, I'll again call him Power, made his debut last week in Spain. And he'll be hoping to finish at least today. Smithy goes P5, he'll go again. I think he made a mistake. Jazz F1 really trying to salvage his season. And he needs, more than anywhere really, a good qualifying. As Frankie stopped at...
Yeah, he just
yeah.
pulled into the escape road, and then he just reversed. I don't really know what's going on.
Josh Crabtree, but just about avoiding the rear of, I think, Arsenal, but he goes P2 with a 12.0, still 9 tenths off these. J4 Jackie Dudo, who got pole position in Imola, obviously was AI for a bit of the race, so hopefully he can salvage a challenge to Thieves. Erosio, who got that P2 memorable strategy in Miami, he'll be hoping to gain some positions up in the World Championship. Arsenal P12, it hasn't been a good run so far since that Australian qualifying at P2. He'll hopefully be trying to get back up into the solid points of the top 10. And Nathan, who's been absent since Australia as well, so hopefully he can also get into the points. But at the moment, about half the drivers have set a lap time. I don't see any of the ones who haven't on a lap yet. There's Frankie's I don't know if he's starting a lap, but he's got traffic in the way of the Williams. Right now, Thies, with 12.5 minutes, what's your top three? Top three in quali?
Top three.
I think I said Thies, I meant Nick.
Yeah.
Top three, Nick.
I was going to say. I think I'm going to go with the big man in red at the moment for P1, Mr. Thies. And then,
Understandable.
I mean, Chaz F1, a good start to the season, and then it sort of crumbled away so quickly. But I wonder if maybe he's got a comeback drive. You know, he's finally got to the grips with the game. So, I think I might put him P3, and then I might BCFC Josh in P2.
So Thies, Josh, Chaz. Interesting. Well, they've got a big ladder to climb if they want to challenge Thies. I don't see anyone but Chaz and Jackie at the moment trying to do that. But speaking of Jackie, he's just started his lap. So if you want to take us through this lap again, Nick, by all means.
Will do. Now, up towards the casinos where he just connects the wall a little bit. There's a good turn in there as he goes down the hill. Avoids the bump into Mirabo. I believe that was purple sector 1, and then he goes into the low 10, making sure to hook the curb, but he doesn't do. He goes in a little bit too hot. And he goes back downhill, making sure not to invalidate into Portier. Then into the famous tunnel. No DRS to assist him here. All straight line speed. If he doesn't have a lot of us, he's probably on 50-50 wings. Now into the Nouvelle chicane, brakes nice and late. Cuts the curb nicely, avoids the wall on the left hand side. Into the back. One of the fastest points of the circuit, through the swimming pool section. Oh, and he just cuts the curb loose the rear, and then into Rastas, make sure not to overshoot it. No Michael Schumacher's here today. And then into Antonino's. That's a good apex there. He's going to run it in the middle of the circuit. And that's P2. But still, 7/10 off Thies at the top. That's a big gap for them to climb.
Was indeed, as Chaz F1 has just gone through the first set to an 18.7. At least we know a bit of a banker now of what the drivers will be able to set. As he's got Josh Crabtree behind him on an outlap. Thies also on an outlap, so he'll be going for his second run. Who's also on that? We've got a yellow into the last sector. I think that's just someone getting ready for a lap. Seb's starting his lap, so you can compare that to Chaz's 18.7. Seb finishes sector 1 and does a 19.1. That was 2/10 down on his personal best. So that's a solid first sector, I think, from Chaz. As Smithy's on his outlap. Tigo's started his lap. Chaz 52.7 for the middle. So now, as Arosio goes P2 now, about 700ths clear of Jackie Duda. But is this enough for Chaz F1 to go onto the front row? Or take provisional pole? It's Chaz F1 on provisional pole with just 200ths in it. Ahead of Thies. You were right, Chaz F1.
Oh, I'm wondering if I should be changing my prediction here. Out of the bag, he was very low. I didn't think he'd set a lap. He's pulled out of the bag with 9 minutes on the clock as he did that. A very good lap. Now he's got to get his. He might be able to squeeze 2 runs in with a short lap around here. But oh, and we've just got Josh then making a mistake into the Nouvelle chicane and invalidates his lap. But yeah, BCFC Josh just turning into the Nouvelle chicane, catching that inside barrier, which is very easy.
But it's definitely the start. It's not a Ferrari at the front. It is this man, the Aston Martin. His teammate not racing today. The only race Kim Reynolds is missing for now, and it's race 200. He'll be back next time out, but Chaz heads into the pit lane, the happiest driver in Monaco at the moment.
We've got Thieves on the lap though. What's he going to be able to do? I think he validated his first run because he had to again. He's only half the 10th up. Purple sticks for 1.
Just about.
Let's see if
I think Chaz was a 52.7. So we have to wait until then, but we have to really see how good his lines are. As he's entering the tunnel now, he's just keeping it clean out the barriers. And then flat out through the tunnel as they wind their way down and into the sunlight. And then a heavy braking down towards the chicane, and then a little brake and tap, and then swimming pool section. Getting right up to the wall. He missed the apex there, but sweeping through the swimming pool now. He's still found a 10th. So this is still on for provisional pole. Though he taps the wall there a bit. He's getting right up close and personal with the barriers, but he's keeping it clean, and he's got a flick of the DRS and taking the shortest possible route to the line. And is this provisional pole snatched back? It is a 1 minute 10.8. That's a brilliant lap. We're into the 1 minute 10s, and it belongs to Thies at the moment by a commanding nearly 3/10 as Josh goes up to P3 with an 11.4. The times are tumbling, and the gaps are getting closer. J4, I think, yeah, he's backed off. Or he's just not quick enough on his lap at the moment. Yeah, he's losing nearly 4/10. We've got everyone setting a lap apart from Arsenal and Nathan at the moment. They're on out laps. Arsenal, I think, is going to go again because he's 30 seconds into sector 1, which I don't think was representative. So Chaz, where can Chaz find 3/10? Let's look at their sector times. 18.669, and Chaz is about half a tenth off that. Oh, about a whole tenth off that actually. 34.0. 33.8, so he's lost a tenth in the first, 2/10 in the middle. Is it the last Chaz gains?
18.3. Oh, and I've just seen Thies go around in the background there.
Thies has had a spin, or?
Yeah, he just caught the inside of Rasmus. Again, very easy to do around this circuit. You know, you got to watch out not only for your front wing, but those rear tyres can stick out very far.
Can I just ask Nick, what time does it say on your screen? Mine says 5 minutes 41.
Yeah, same. Mine
okay,
reset
that's fine,
when.
It's because you told me before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay then. Arsenal does set a lap and gets a time on the board. Nathan is about to start his lap with just under 5.5 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. About 2 and a bit tenths then, as Chaz F1 comes out onto the track with 5 minutes to go. It's a bit nip and tuck if this is not to be his last run, but he's got a Williams in front of him. Track evolution, is it a big thing around here, Nick? Do you know?
I'm not sure because obviously this kit is obviously used by the civilian life, should I say? And it's not very suited for racing, but I guess it has to work to some extent, and I would probably say it is quite powerful because, you know, you don't know what litter or anything is dropped down by normal cars. So once these cars are over the top, I do think the track can rubber in really well. So getting out in those dying moments of qualifying could be quite crucial.
Indeed, as Thies is probably taking your word for that as he's staying in the pit lane for now. Got a yellow, I think that's one of the Alfa Romeos. Yep, Tigo. I was seeing him, he ruined his lap, and I think he's just rather waiting to get back in the pit lane or is done with qualifying. His teammate from P5, his teammate is spun. Maybe P5 and 9 for Alfa Romeo, but... Oh, they've hit each other! The Alfa Romeos! Oh, that's a 5... The Alfa Romeos have tripped over each other.
Oh,
Erosia, 5th place. As Frankie goes up to P3 while all that's happening. Exactly 101 thousandths behind Chaz. That's Alfa Romeo have tripped over each other. And that's a 5th place grid penalty for Erosia. Can you just check, Nick, if that's also a 5th place for Tigo?
Yep, will do.
Oh, Chaz is round. Chaz F1 has messed up. I don't know if he has two things, enough fuel and damage. His car looks okay. As for fuel, we'll find out. Because I don't even know if he can get into the pits and out again.
Who hit who?
Tigo hit Erosia.
Was Erosia on his lap?
No, he spun. Erosia was
so
blocking the whole track.
Erosia has the penalty and is an invalidated lap time.
Oh my lord. Alfa Romeo, because at the moment Erosia will be 11th. This helps Tigo.
That's not quite 2 races in a row, but it was something with penalties in qualifying, wasn't it?
Yeah, quite a few. Just going to has now put his car on the front row with an 11.0 now, about a tenth. No, 2 tenths, nearly 2.5 tenths still to Thies though, who's still in the pits. He's still waiting for those dying moments. Chaz F1, is this his final chance? He needs to find about half a tenth to get back onto that front row. Monaco It's the most important pole position of the season. And it's a 18.6. He has found that crucial 10th that he was missing to Thies in Sector 1. So is this the lap of the season for Chaz F1? Chaz F1's season at the moment as he taps the wall a bit there. He's really pushing, and no, it's not, because he's spun.
Ooh.
And he's done what Perez did in real life, but he carries on. And I do not know if there's enough time. There is time, but I don't know if that car has enough fuel to get around again. Thies still in the pit lane with 1:40 to go. Is Thies that confident? Is he going to do a Vettel 2013? He's just going to sit in the pit lane and watch it all. That's it for J4. He's in the pit lane. That's it for Frankie, I think. And Smithy's retired. Smithy will start dead last.
Cutting every corner, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, there was no
Who's
way.
cutting every corner?
Chaz was. He was cutting every corner, but that's,
yep, and that's
it's
it then.
definitely not going to be enough. It's about 1:10 by now.
Oh, Thies is heading out.
And
Has Thies left it too late? I wish that yellow would move. It was caused by Smithy, I think. That is going to be close. I don't think he's going to make it.
Corners, but you've got to use
he might, actually.
That's going to be
Frankie. Frankie's just ahead of Thies. These two will be the last on track if they do cross the line. Anyway, who else is on that? Josh has found 8. I thought I said 8/10 then. What about the other Josh? He's found 35 thousandths heading through the middle of the lap at the moment. Seb is just behind him and he's messed up the chicane a bit. Tigo has found 3/4 of a tenth. Nathan's just heading to the final corner. Chaz F1 is out. Says Chaz F1 is out of qualifying and third will be his best result. Oh, Thies and Frankie are battling to try seconds. And who is in front of them? The Haas of Seb. Seb's in. That's it for him.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough.
They're not going to make it. These might just make it. 4,
No,
3, 2, 1. And they have not made it. Thies and Frankie cross the line. Josh crashes. So that's the top 5 then. Erosia may improve, but he's got a penalty. So it's about Josh Crabtree or one of these lot trying to take it forward. Power goes P8 as Josh Crabtree's retired. That's it for him. Erosia coming across the end of Sector 2 now. He's found 3/10. Oh no, it's Power qualifying as well.
Mistake.
So it's just about Nathan and Arsenal. He crosses the line with P12, so it's just Nathan left. So that, I'm pretty sure, I mean, we'll watch Nathan's lap. But he's, just passing the Alfa Romeo now. That's going to set him up a bit. He could probably get P10 if he finds 4/10 to Seb. But that is it. Thies takes pole position with J4 and Chaz F1 P3 along to the grid.
I've
Hectic
got
end to
some
qualifying.
words in the chats, and Josh said he had a purple sector 2, so he had the pace, but unfortunate that he ended it in the wall. I mean, I would say my prediction, like, I got the wrong J on the game. I think
Good prediction though.
That's a pass for me.
Right, so rundown. Thies F1 takes pole position for the second time in his career. J4 alongside him after getting pole in Imola. It will be him versus Thies for the win. Jazz F1 right behind in third. Frankie fourth. Josh fifth. Erosia will drop down to 11th, allowing an all Josh third row. Tigo will be P7. Power will be P8. Nathan P9. Seb will be rounding out the top 10. And Erosia will be 11th with Arsenal and Smithy. Disappointing for Smithy to start last, but there's only one way left to go from there, and that is up. Bring on the race. Of course, the formation lap is back for tonight, as we're hearing of the host, etc. running it are fixed. However, there is still that safety car glitch that apparently it doesn't appear in Monaco. And if that is true, then we send apologies that the race may not be as entertaining without safety cars, but they'll pretty much be racing on F1 2015 then. I mean,
and
how did Codemasters not add the safety car in to 2015? Yes, Nick.
I will just take this opportunity with the formation to take a little bit of a loo break, if that's all right.
That's all right. Go ahead. As for strategy, we've seen it usually be medium hards or hard medium, just the one stop between the two compounds. But for now, we'll see. As the formation lap begins, we'll see what tyres everyone is on. So just waiting for... There we go. Right, so the top 7 all start on the medium compound tyres. Power starts on the softs, and then the 3 behind him, Nathan, Seb and Erosia, on the mediums, and the back 2, Arsenal and Smithy, start on the softs. So let's get rid of that. We don't need that for now. I'll enable the ERS revealment a bit later on. Right, that should be good. I'll keep tyres up until we have to start the race. Right then. Thies F1. Don't know why I say Thies F1, but he is on pole position. What can he do? He has won half the races this season, 3 of 6, and he's only entered 4 rounds. He is the one to beat with a 20-point lead, and he's taken pole position in the most crucial race of the season. What can J4 do about that? What can Chaz F1 try in his best qualifying, I think, since Bahrain? And we all know what happened last time he started third. He was first alongside his teammate heading into turn 1. We do not want any heroics into Sandoval tonight, but who knows what we'll see. Frankie is a race winner. He knows what he has to do to try and get up past these 3 in front of him. Josh is going to be eager to make up places with the other Josh right behind him. And Tigo is going to be wasting no time to try and send a move or 2. Powers right behind him. His inexperience may prove worthy or unworthy, depending on the streets of Monaco, but you really do need a lot of experience to excel around here. Nathan and Sarah round out the top 10. Sarah will be hoping for some more points, as he's had quite a consistent season at the moment. And Erosio, unfortunately with that penalty, will start 11th. Arsenal and Smithy, it will be a comeback drive from him. Let's see who can master the formation lap grid slot. As Thies enters his box now.
Wanted to say, I got some more word from the chat, and Thies has said that
well, we'll have to find out later, Nick, because 5 lights are on now for the Monaco Grand Prix. And it's lights out. And we'll wait for them to go, which is now. Thies gets away well ahead of J4, but Chaz F1 is challenging down into turn 1. Frankie's got a bad start. Thies leads into turn 1 ahead of J4. Chaz F1, Josh and Frankie are side by side as Josh retains P6. Ooh. And they're keeping clean. Tier 2 amazingly have all managed to keep it thorough. Thies just keeps ahead of J4 with Chaz F1 right on the back of J4. Frankie holds on to P4 as the 2 Joshes maintain their position. As the top 6 and 7 have all kept in position, Nick.
Crazy stuff. I mean, J4 going round the outside up towards Casino Square. Very brave stuff. But they've all kept it clean.
Yeah, Nathan getting caught up. Yeah, Nathan getting caught up with quite a few cars. There's quite a bit of gap now between the top 7 and Nathan onwards. He was sending it.
Made a little bit of a mistake there. Sorry to butt in.
Oh, it's fine.
But yeah, he can't be making those mistakes though into the race, because they could become costly.
Well, amazingly, all 13 cars are still in this race and still in order. Seb has dropped down massively. Smithy's gained 2 positions, and all the soft runners are within each other. I swear there was a 4th, but they might have changed the tyres.
Yeah.
Power, Smithy and Arsenal. But anyway, Thies leads them across lap 1 to start lap 2 now, just ahead of J4 and Chaz F1, these top 3. Keeping a second ahead of Frankie, who's hit the wall, I think. Frankie made a mistake, and this is going to allow Josh to be right on the back of them. Do not know if Frankie has damage, but I definitely saw him go into the wall there, and he's going to be holding up the 2 Joshes behind him, and that BCFC Josh, second in the championship, is going to be trying to get past him as soon as possible. And he's going to try the switchback. Is he going to try and send it? No, he's going to keep smart for now, as T goes on the back of this. I'm amazed none of them actually made contact or like crashed or anything. That's amazing. Well done,
T2. An update on I saw Chaz maybe made a little bit of a mistake into turn 1, and at the moment I believe.
Oh, Chaz sends it down on J4,
yeah,
and they made contact.
In the background, I was about to say Chaz has already had 2 warnings, and he sent it up the inside, Sergio Perez style, and
Max
oh my goodness.
Yeah, he did what Verstappen did 3 years ago, but this time contact was definitely made more, and J4 has dropped from 2nd down to 6th, and he's already under pressure from Tigo. He might send it.
Made a mistake. He's made a mistake. He's lost a lot of time. Chaz is now going for the lead.
The wheel to wheel.
He's got any damage.
The two leaders heading into turn one. Who breaks later? These does, and Chaz might make contact with the second car, but Chaz has taken the lead. And the Monaco Grand Prix is these. It's being under pressure from Frankie. Frankie smartly backs out.
Frankie's already on 0% ERS. What is going on?
Oh yeah, I should probably.
Oh my god.
Oh!
He's in the wall again. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's Caleb. We got a yellow. We got a yellow. What's happened? Oh, it's Tigo.
Tigo, I think.
Yeah, Tigo's in the wall. He's drops down to 12th. It's all happening on lap 2 and 3. Oh, Thieves loses the lead. Chaz F1 takes the lead, but Chaz F1 will definitely be under investigation for that contact with J4. And if it is Monaco, and if it stays as close as this, Chaz will probably get a penalty, but he has to forget about that now, and he has to push on. Chaz F1 goes from 3rd to 1st. On paper, you think that would be brilliant as he hits the wall a bit there. But yeah, he's been involved in some incidents. I think the move he did on Thieves was legitimate. I actually thought it was quite a smart overtake, but contact was made. And now he's pulling away, actually, a second to Thieves, who's a second ahead of Frankie, who's right under pressure from Josh.
I wonder if Thieves had any damage. Because he ended up on the inside, on the exit of Raskas, so I wonder if he caught that inside tyre and moved him into the wall. But just before everything happened, looking at the incident, there's a lot of people with track limit warnings, and Chaz is one of them. He's already done 2 warnings after 2 laps. So if he's going to have to push, he's going to have to keep it clean. If, you know, there's hope that he doesn't get that penalty, but we're already seeing penalties come up.
Is indeed Josh really on, waiting to make a move on Frankie. He's just having to stay behind for now. But at least his race is going 100% better than it did last season, when he was just trying to join the whole race and couldn't. He's just had connection issues. This time he will actually score points, hopefully. Obviously, we only had 5 finishers last season. We still have all 13 by lap 4, so that is a positive. As Tigo has pitted for the softs, comes out 24 seconds as Josh. Yep,
just
pushing.
Watching Josh, yeah. As I said, they've got to be careful. We're only 4 laps into this race. This race is the longest we have on the season, I believe. 39 laps. There's a lot of time to make mistakes, and they've got to keep that at the minimum.
Yeah, it's definitely corners within the second sector is going to get the most warnings. But Josh just can't seem to do anything as Chaz F1, just bit by bit, using his pace to overcome Thieves. But Thieves is not going to back down without a fight, and he's going to keep within 1.2, and it could all be down to the pit stops, as I did think it would be a medium-hard situation here. As to the soft runners at the back, I'm not too sure. As Smithy's made a mistake, that's going to allow Arsenal to try and make a move into turn 2 and 3, and he's hit Smithy! Arsenal has tapped Smithy's front tyre, and I think full blame lies on Arsenal for that one, but Smithy is in the wall there, and if he can't find reverse, who knows, maybe there will be a BSC.
Wait, were you looking at Arsenal or J4 there?
Arsenal.
Arsenal, I think I just saw. I'm not sure. I think J4.
Oh, we got it up. Josh is out. Josh is out.
He's hit the inside wall there.
Oh, Josh.
And as I said again, can't be making these mistakes, and that's this race over. It looks so good from what we had last season, and yeah, I mean.
Oh, there should be a safety car, but obviously I'm guessing that glitch is true. There is no safety car. Basically, Arsenal and Smithy are Williams and AlphaTauri, and there was J4 and Nathan are Williams and an AlphaTauri. I think you were looking at them,
I'm not sure if it was an AlphaTauri, but there was something happened at Mirabah. I don't know if it was blocked.
Here comes Rosie on Nathan. They bang wheels into Sandavot as Nathan just holds onto P6. Oh, Rosie, Chaz has made a mistake.
Oh, and he's done a Bahrain all over again.
Oh no, and he's dropped down to 3rd now, and J4 is in front of him again. Oh, he's hit him again. He's hit him again.
It's crazy stuff from Chaz right here now.
Oh, I mean, so sad for Josh.
It's exactly Bahrain.
It really is. And heading into the tunnel where Chaz sent it on J4. J4 will be shouting karma from the cockpit as Chaz is really made a big mistake here. He needed to pull a big advantage. As that's his penalty. Yep, there we go. We caught it. Whoa. Seb nearly ran into the back of Arsenal, I think, there, and he's having to back off.
Oh yeah, there's an incident. Seb's off, and he's lost a couple of positions. I think he's just avoided a penalty there.
Oh, Thies is just loving life at the moment. Doesn't matter what he does.
Look, he's got 60% ERS Chaz on 14%. You got Frankie at 0. He's probably part of the plan.
Do you think Nathan has that ERS problem again? I think he does.
I mean, has he even ever said anything about it?
I don't know. Tigo, I think.
If he gets on the podium, I'm going to confront him.
He got a podium, I think, in Australia. But anyway, Chaz on 6/10 behind J4. Frankie's been the real gainer of all this, but even he's made some mistakes. But these keep in the lead, then he lost it, and then he regained it. And at the moment, everything's coming down, but Erosio and Nathan, they're battling away, and Erosio's lost a heap of time with a terrible exit, and smoke right into the front of Power. He's keeping his nose clean at the moment, and the only McLaren in this race.
Oh, and that's Nathan Round, as we were speaking about him, into the swimming pool chicane, he lost it. Hit the inside wall and he's had to go straight across.
Oh, he's done a Schumacher!
Again. Schumacher. That is...
And yeah,
just as we were talking about him as well.
Time for a nose change. Yeah, that's Nathan into the wall, and that's his strategy. Ruined as well. Maybe another set of mediums or hard compound. Yeah, hard compound tyres. We need a safety car to clear all this debris. I don't get why it's such a problem at Monaco for Cobras not to put the safety car in, as Erosio's locking up a treat right in front of Power, who's getting the full effect of it. Power, the only soft runner in the top 7 now. The only soft runner to still start the race, I guess, because Tigo pitted onto the softs. As Nathan comes out just in front of him on the hards. Arsenal comes out on the mediums in P11. Smithy is coming around the final corner. He's about to be lapped by Thies. It's lap 8. About to be lap 9. Chaz has backed off from J4. Let's read the Chaz. Thies sets the fastest lap. Oh, I feel so sorry for Josh. Are you sure he clipped that inside wall? I mean, I don't know what else he would have done.
No, he didn't clip the inside wall, but he lost it over the curb. And then went straight into the inside wall. I
thought he hit the back of, I think, Frankie or whoever he was battling. And lost his wheel or something, but it's such heartbreak for him. That's 0 points at the Monaco Grand Prix. And then there were 12. As J4 is slowly catching up to the back of Frankie. As Chaz is just keeping outside of a second behind the Williams. Frankie now nearly 6 seconds behind Thies. Oh my god, he's up to 75%. He's just using raw pace at this rate, and he's going to probably get DRS from Smithy, who's just hit the wall a bit there. As Tigo and Nathan.
Yeah.
I mean, Nathan.
Apparently Nathan's ERS thing might be a glitch, but I'm not sure. Maybe a controller thing. We saw it on 2021 as well. But it's very unfortunate because it must be losing him a lot of pace in the races, as we see Tigo nearly going through.
Yeah, it's just if it isn't a glitch and it is what we're seeing is genuine, then yeah, it's really unfortunate for a driver like Nathan to deal with his ERS issues. Tigo obviously had it in Jeddah, but he was obviously able to save in all the safety cars we had. Anyway, J4 right on the back of Frankie now, and there's a potential Chaz P2 if this goes the wrong way. But he's right on the back of that Alpine now. Josh cramped here for further 5 seconds as Seb gets past Power, who's into the pits now. Pitting from the softs, and he's put the mediums on. So I'm not sure those can go to the end, but we will find out, as we've got to focus our attention to this battle between J4 and Frankie. He's gaining in the slipstream of the Alpine, and is he going to try and send it? No, he's going to smartly keep behind. Oh, he's hit the back of Frankie a bit there, and now he's going to try the momentum around the outside, and he's got better traction, and Frankie lets him through. That is P2 for J4. Frankie,
I think that's a very smart move from Frankie there, because that could have been messy. I tell you though, J4 made a little bit of a mistake.
Oh, Chaz,
another 3 seconds.
Oh, J4's made a mistake, and Frankie regains P2. Oh, he spun. J4 spun.
Yeah, I think J4 got caught. There was the glitch, the ghosting glitch, where he's glitched on somebody's, or he's ghosted on somebody's screen. But for him, he still gets hit.
Oh, he's left. He's gonna have to start to the race for him. It is unlucky as Arsenal's out.
I think he's
Williams
done the same thing as Josh, maybe.
Yeah, Williams we'll see with these. Williams just going downhill at the moment. Yeah, exactly the same thing. That's 2 out now. Well, technically, well, kind of 3, as J4 has left. I'll message him real quick. Let me know if anything else happens.
Will do.
Right, as Rosie, a massive lockup. P5 at the moment from P11, not too bad at the moment. There's Chaz. Oh, Chaz, right behind the back of Frankie now. So Chaz has been promoted to P3. Has Chaz got damage? I'm not sure. But yeah, Alpha Tauri winning in P10-11. Everyone will get points apart from Smithy at the moment, who's nearly a full-on minute behind his teammate. A lap down. And he just has to hope someone in front of him DNFs to get a point. These with nearly a 10-second lead now. Can anyone stop him? Closest battle on track is between Chaz and Frank. They're saying rage quit and all that. As the gap is pretty much nearly 10 seconds between Frankie and Chaz. Oh, Chaz! Chaz has made a mistake into the tunnel, and that's lost in P3.
Again.
Chaz. He cannot afford these mistakes, and that's dropped him down to 4th with 6 seconds of penalties now. It's just not going right, and I think that's another warning too. As we got a yellow. Oh, Tigo? Yeah, Tigo. Don't know if it was contact with power.
Jaden,
Hello.
I believe they just, sorry, I'm laughing at what Will said. Are you able to just unplug your mic? Because apparently there's a bit of an issue with it.
Oh, Chaz speeding in the pit
And I
lane.
think that might be a rage quit with Chaz.
Hopefully not. If he generally does retire, it's a bit of a bad thing. But what were we saying, Nick? Something about my mic or your mic?
Yeah, are you able to just unplug it? Because apparently it's really bad at the moment.
I'll turn it off and on.
Okay. Chaz there going across the pit line. Oh, and he's just come out in front of one of the Africans. That is some crazy stuff.
Is that better? Hello? Hello?
So as we read on the race, and Smithy with a little bit of a mistake there into the back corner. What's happened there? We've got Tigo's left, I think. I'm going to try to get him back in.
Tigo's left.
Hello.
Hello, right. Oh, that's
fake.
a mistake. From J4. Oh, wait, no. He's ghosted. Never mind. I thought I saw someone make a mistake. I'm speaking more, Will. Is that better? I'll wait for your input. Who left? Tigo. Okay, it's fine now.
Thing.
Yeah, he's ghosted. Don't know if he's being lapped though.
Yeah.
Frankie's. No, he's not. He's not left. Oh, wait.
Oh, okay.
No, I think he's just being blue flagged. Like he's ghosted. Oh, Frankie. Yeah.
Was that Frankie? Yeah, hit
Yeah.
the ball. I wonder if that's any damage. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Tigo's definitely driving because he just hit the wall.
Okay.
Oh, and again.
Yeah.
Right. When will the top guys pick? These has lost a couple seconds to Frankie. I've just realised.
Yeah. Well, I was going to go back because I was reminded from Adam in the chat. What I was going to say at the start is T said he had.
Oh, Chaz! Caught that, Chaz.
Not again.
Another mistake.
Oh,
Sorry to interrupt, but yeah. That's Seb
no
closing
worries.
onto the back of the Aston. But that's, what, a 5th mistake? Oh, and that's damage.
Again, yeah, and that's, yeah, I can see something happening here. Yeah, cut the chicane.
I really hope he
That's
doesn't.
gonna be a warning. Oh, yeah, and
Yeah, whole front wing on. I really hope he doesn't give up and retire again. If you can just see this through, it's just
he's
pain
got
to
a lot of
watch.
points still to get, yeah.
Seb in the pits.
But
Oh, yeah, that's it.
yeah. And I was just going to say, before the lights went out, These did say he had some issues with fuel. Don't know if he has too much or too little, but that could come into play at the end of the race.
So Thies somehow gained 4 seconds on Frankie, or Frankie somehow lost 4 seconds, but he's really getting annoyed with Tigo.
I just went on to Frankie's view, and Tigo, he's just, considering Tigo's P10 at the moment and Frankie's P2,
9.
He's got some pace on him. Yeah.
Considering, Tigo, I don't think has practiced much, but he's keeping with Frankie. Josh Crabtree in a net P3 at the moment, and Tigo's teammate, who he gave a 5-place grid penalty to, is P4. Josh has left, so let's get him back.
Yeah, I'll get.
Okay, cheers, thank you. God, connection issues. This is going to allow Rosier to gain, potentially, as the top 5 still haven't pitted yet. Even J4's
Are you able to just tell me the numbers on his name?
Josh Crabtree 649.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. And then there were 10, so everyone is scoring points at the moment, if J4 can join back, of course, otherwise he's going to get disqualified. And this will allow Power on. Power running in pretty much a net P5 at the moment in his second race. That's good. That's good to see. Nathan, obviously, after getting caught up in some incidents, still with the ERS problem, P7. Seb P8, I think he just got caught up with all the incidents at the start. And then Tigo seems to be clear of Frankie at the moment. And then Smithy.
I would try and invite J4, but considering it says last seen 7 minutes ago on home,
he raged
I think that was a turn off the Xbox moment.
Yeah, it was. These domination could bore fans. You're right on that. No, I'm just kidding. But these
already seeing some raining though. Sorry, but I know I've just 17 laps into this race. If you go on Frankie, you can see some very big raining on both front tyres though.
Especially on the right, I can see that.
Yeah.
But I've just realised.
And these look like his tyres look in pristine condition. There's a little bit of a line.
Yeah.
But maybe that's why he's got so much pace. He's gained another second there.
Do you want to know something pretty like a big advantage for Thies? He's leading the World Championship in 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Well, Keaton isn't racing. Josh is retired as Thies goes into the pits, and Smithy is P10. So literally, he's gaining pretty much a free 25 point. Oh, Tigo! Tigo's out the race. He was crashed with Josh and Erosia because Josh is. It's all happening. These pits for the hards. Is Frankie staying up? No, Frankie pits. Josh and Erosia, because Josh hasn't joined back yet. Erosia is now trying to get past as his teammate is out of the race, and Erosia takes the podium away from Josh's ghosted car. And then there were 9 or 8 technically. But Tigo was crashed. Not sure how.
I mean, what a long race.
I have no idea how he's done that.
That's it.
As they're all pitting. Rosie stays out, but I'll invite Josh.
Yeah, I did invite him. It said he was offline, but.
Alright, there we go. Chaz is left with that. That's fine. Oh my god, we got so many ghosted and all that.
Your mic's going again, I believe.
My likes, seriously?
Yeah, according to repeat what you said.
Is it good now?
It should be
just message again if it's still bad and I'll turn it off and turn it on again. Right, these leads. Exterminate. Exterminate. Oh, Ferozzi's in now. Power on 3-second time penalty, so that's his first corner cut warning. As Erosia's into the pits of the hard compound tyre. He'll come out, I think, as Tigo's now left. Oh, but he's out of the race, that's fine. Should I turn my mic off or no? Josh is coming across the straight now. Rosia comes out in front.
I'm not sure.
As Power is up to P5 then, but obviously with those mediums, it's questionable if he'll make the to the end of the race. There's Nathan up to P6 now, and Seb might just get J4. He does get J4.
Okay, apparently.
Okay, I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off.
Right, let's get back to the action. As we have Thieves out in the lead. Talking about Thieves. That's per lap, baby. 18 seconds in the lead. Had a lap in the whole field. Still an interesting square. Followed by Frankie, who's going into Sandoval now. Who's then got Hiroshia behind him. 15 seconds. Oh, talk about Hiroshia. Making a little bit of a mistake there. As he comes across the line in P3. 16 seconds behind. Again, talking about Hiroshia. 3 second time, apparently.
Yeah, he did a real life 1-0 right there, that little save. That was
but,
something.
I mean, the top 9, well, everybody, like...
Hopefully my mic is good now.
look at the gaps. If you go on leader, look at the gaps, the Thieves. I mean,
yeah, it's quite
some domination if I've ever seen it.
Yeah. Obviously Thieves 3 wins at the moment, looking comfortable for a 4th. In this Grand Prix as he starts lap 21. Yeah, we reached that stage as Frankie gets a penalty now. Can you just check if Thieves is a clean boy again, if he's got any penalties?
Oh, we'll check if Thieves is a clean boy. Right, let's have a look. God, Thieves, mate. He's very clean.
Alright, the most wins in a Tier 2 season belongs to Tion with 6 back in Season 1 of Tier 2. And next up is Will with 5 in the season after that. And next up is 4 with Jake, Dylan, myself, Josh and Joe. These will join that list if he wins tonight. Most wins in a row. Thieves has won the past 2 races. It will be 3 in a row. The most wins in a row is 4, obviously by TB, which is 4 in a row. So Thieves breaking the records one by one, or at least heading towards them. But who is going to stop this Ferrari from just absolutely walking away with it? And if it comes to worse, I don't know, promotion? Who knows? It's all a bit unsure when it comes to Tier 2 and domination comes across as a topic. But we'll see. At the moment, it really isn't that much of domination from Thieves. It's just others making mistakes. Jazz F1 was saying not to give up or retire, and what does he go and do? Makes mistakes, gives up, retires. Even though he knows if he keeps within the races, he gets points. And those points can count to something. Smithy a full-on minute behind J4's ghosted AI. Is Josh back yet?
No.
I'll message
It's
him.
a good race. That it will be unfortunate to lose if he gets disqualified. I mean...
Oh, his whole estate has had a power cut. I'll join back when it's on. So it's unfortunate, but his whole area has had a power cut, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's
And
very
could
unfortunate.
I don't know, but this could potentially be a P4 for Power. After retiring in his debut, a P4 in his second race would be
He's on the
very
mediums
nice. Yeah.
for only 12 laps. I don't know if he can take them to the end, though.
I think he can, but it'll be a long reach. I mean, Lewis did
Well, right, he's already on 12 laps.
60-something laps. 65 laps, I think, for a tyre that was only supposed to do 50 3 years ago, so you never know.
Exactly, you never know, but...
Penalties. Seb is still on for a P6 at the moment. And if Power has to pit, you never know. Seb could get those points and gain. But for now, let's look at the current live World Drivers' Championship. As I get them up. These, who has the fastest lap actually? Oh, of course, Shock. That was a stupid question. These 26 points will put him on 105. Josh and Kian will remain on 59 points. So that's, wow, a 46-point lead to them, to at least Josh and Kian. Smithy on 54 points at the moment. It'll be 2 or 4, so it'll bring him up to 58, just one behind Josh and Kian. Next up is Josh EXFL, currently P4 at the moment. His 52 points, if he does get back in, will go up to 64 at the moment, if he doesn't drop down any further. Next up is Bram, Teaser's teammate, who is back next week, I think. Hopefully he can give his teammates a good run for his money. On 41 points. And then comes Frankie on 41 points. 18 points scoring at the moment. Put him on 59. So there'll be 3 drivers on 59 points. Frankie, Josh and Kian. So without these, the championship would be very interesting. But obviously it's these. We can't hate him. And then we have Seb. 39 points. And at the moment, if he does get that P4, that'll put him on 51. Right in the mix. And Chaz will still be on 30 points. Rosie at 28 at the moment, he's P3. So 28 will go to 43. 2 points behind Bram. Warren's not racing, Mason Boy's not racing. Nathan 17, 8, 25. James not racing, Jack's not racing. He'll be back soon, hopefully he can challenge these. Callum, T goes out, J4 is left, and Lenny. So at the moment, that's how it's done. As Power is into the pits. He did not make those mediums last. What we thought originally to the end. So he's down in P8. So that has freed up Seb to be within 3 seconds of Nathan. 1.3, 1.2 now. As they're slowly gaining to Josh, who's just unfortunately not being allowed to join back because of his power cut. 9 remain then at least. It's 4 more than last season. 14 laps to go. Smithy's ghosted, I think because he's being lapped. Not been a good past couple of races for the AlphaTauri, who looked so consistent at the start of the season. These, in my opinion, these could probably pit for softs and do fastest lap if he gets a big enough gap to Frankie. What do you think, Nick?
Repeat.
These could probably get a big enough gap to pit for softs and get fastest lap again.
I mean, he could. And I mean, he has done 25 laps without... I'm not going to finish that sentence. I'm not going to finish that sentence because there'll be bound to be some commentaries cut. But...
Just give me a sec.
He obviously...
Control instead.
He obviously doesn't want to just put it in the wall.
Who are you on about, sorry?
We're talking about these.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right. He obviously doesn't want to risk it.
Yeah, but it's these. He will probably, and he won't make that mistake. I don't think.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I don't know if I should be asking this question.
Apologies, folks, while I tried to find some working batteries.
Jane, if you want to have a look at the chat and give your opinion on that, please.
Trying to find batteries, mate. Right, I found.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take over for a minute after we've
Fine. I got it. Now go away, Nick.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Oh wow.
Now you can
brilliant.
talk. Yeah, fine.
Right, we've got thieves here.
Have you noticed it's the same gap pretty much for all the top 4?
I was gonna say that. Kind of goated material. Yeah, if you could have a look at the chat.
I will have a look at the chat.
You're ready. As we've got thieves here. About to lap the vacant J4.
Do it.
Oh,
then.
is that a warning for these?
Do it. Oh,
Wait,
is it?
Wait a minute. I think there might be a warning for these.
Oh, is it because that Williams is...
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh,
No, it's not.
just when we got our
Will you
hopes
allow
up.
me?
Oh, man.
Will you allow me?
Say it then. I like it, yeah, go on then.
Wait, let's just make sure I'm not going to say the wrong thing. Okay.
Right, go on then. This is a request. Do we take requests?
I've ever done.
Oh, man. So as Thieves enters the tunnel now.
Just get a drink of orange juice.
Oh god. Orange juice. Gotta have that orange juice before you say anything. Right, Thieves heading into the swimming pool now. You can't say it then, you can't say it.
Oh, he's going into Rascas now. Then it's Anthony Nose. And he heads across the main street for the punchline. Among us walls!
Oh god. Right.
That was quite anticlimactic, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, kinda. 20 seconds now separates the top four. You can tell
There was too much hype.
It's Monaco.
Josh, I hope you're happy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for both Joshes. VCFC to crash out and Josh Crabtree to have that power cut. And
Yeah, I'm
meanwhile,
sorry,
Nick's
Will.
laughing disrespectively. I'm just kidding.
Disrespected.
Don't know if that's a word, but yep, Thieves now encountering some traffic. I think the real battle at the moment is between Seb and Nathan. So we got a little battle on our hands here, but Seb has got barely any ERS. Nathan's got 52. Wait, how has Nathan got 52? I thought he had that ERS problem. Has he solved it?
Hold on a second.
Has he solved it? Is this the biggest thing we're seeing in this race?
All these months of lapse of
Missing
pain
history
and
here.
energy wasted from Kota 2021
I think that's
to
very
now.
possible. Oh, now they have to move out of the way for Thieves. Thieves, you got to ruin it, haven't you? Oh, he's got DRS
Yeah.
as well, as if he didn't need any more help. But
Now they
Seb can play this strategically here. He
Yeah, I
probably-
think he should get past.
Yeah, he can let Thieves pass, and then Nathan will have to let go, and then he can maybe even ghost within Nathan. But who knows? We'll see. Right, Seb, let's Thieves go. Oh, we got a yellow. Oh, Thieves! Thieves! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! The world championship leader is out of the race!
Make the mistake. I told you.
Can you believe it?
I told you.
Thieves!
Oh,
Frankie takes the lead! Thieves is out of the race!
no.
Can you believe it? On lap 29, Thieves, after trying to lap 7 Nathan, crashes! He's made a mistake! He's out of the race! Unbelievable, it's all happening at Monaco! Frankie takes the lead, Erosius P2, Josh ghosted. This is a battle for the podium now! Seb! Seb! He tried to go Sudan, he tried to lap him, and he made a mistake, he was blinded. Oh my god!
It's the commentators, guys.
Unbelievable! And then there were 8, and 2 of them are still disconnected, so that's only really 6. Smithy's still a minute behind. It's all happening at Monaco.
He's still P6. As
When
Robin salted to the
we were
wind.
messing around. We thought everything had just been nailed, like the final nail was in the coffin
The
for Thieves to
commentators
win.
close. I talked about him making a mistake and I wanted to end the sentence.
This means nothing in the World Championship. This has not been a good day for the top 3 in the championship, and really not 4th either, because Smithy, I guess, will have 4 points. Maybe, I don't know, if J4 and Josh both get disqualified, he could get 8, and that could give Smithy 62, and that would only be 17 behind Thieves. But a 46-point lead potentially, and what could have been one hand on the trophy already, it means because Frankie now is in the lead, and Frankie is on 41, add 25 to him, 66, that puts him, oh my lord, as yeah, Seb's up to 5th, it'll be a 4th at the moment with Nathan's penalty, and Josh still unfortunately ghosted. Let's check his AI's lap times, because the AI is supposed to be on 60. Oop, what was that? Okay. Late 17s, early 18s. What, Nathan? Unfortunately around the same, really. That's a bit sad, but oh well. Seb will still try to get past Nathan on track. Oh, they have to be so careful to avoid that inside wall. No one is safe, because if these are retired, they could all retire.
My throat hurt.
Oh my! I couldn't believe it.
I saw
I
it
didn't
happen.
see it. I didn't even see it. I was looking at it.
I was still on board with Nathan, I believe.
Oh,
it was.
Nathan, Seb.
And with
Oh, Nathan's in. That's why.
oh,
Interesting.
maybe a front wing change, isn't it?
Well, he's going surely.
No, but he's
Ooh,
going for the
softs.
softs, maybe for the fastest lap.
It's gonna be rapid. Oh, what's going
But
on? What's going on?
I think it's
Serving a penalty, I think. Maybe? I'm
no,
not
but he
sure.
has to do that before the pit stop. Maybe he just didn't
forgot then.
release the clutch.
Yeah, maybe.
But
Wow.
wait. No,
Oh, there's
no,
his
no,
teammate.
Wait. Oh, wait.
What's going on?
What lap was that on?
29.
Okay.
You can probably
thought
record
if
the
it-
last
if it was
5
lap
minutes
28.
and then
I
you can
thought
probably
it was
see
if
it.
it was lap 28, but because I was on board with Nathan and I saw him hit the wall and I saw
Oh, right.
I deposited all of my lungs capacity
Yeah.
into screaming.
I was not expecting that. We've lost the top 3. Pretty much on the grid. Wow. So it's all about whether Seb can gain these 6.6 seconds on Josh to get a podium. Seb in his 61st race. Smithy now gets a penalty. Most podiums. Seb has 4, so this would be a 5th podium if he can gain, and he is gaining 6.1.
Oh!
But
if you look at the
he has 6 laps.
Button, if you look in the chat, Thies has sent his clip in, and it's so unlucky. He skimmed the wall.
Oh, did he?
You should, like, that, you could get away with that. Like, that's a game glitch.
Well, I'm watching it now, but we must keep in mind 6 laps, 6 seconds, and Seb is gaining roughly about a second a lap, and this is going to be so close because all he has to do is get behind Josh and just ghost through him, and he gets that podium. So I don't know if Josh will keep the podium because it's out of his will to, like, you know, join back because of the power cut. So I don't know if he'll keep 3rd. He deserves it in my opinion, but it depends if Seb can.
He
gain.
had a good first.
Yeah. Anyway, he crosses the line. He's really pushing. If Seb wants to get those points, 5 seconds as they cross the line with 6 laps to go. It's Frankie. Oh, Frankie's about. God, jeez. Frankie's coming up to lap J4 power. Seb and Josh at this rate.
Wait,
oh
my goodness.
I can't believe that. Heart goes out to Thies, but Frankie is going to be set for his 2nd win. He won in Imola. Now it looks like he's going to win in Miami, but he's coming up to a lap car. And we all know what happens the last time a leader came up to a lap car. But he's battling with J4's AI though, so it shouldn't be
He
too much
got
of a problem.
ever so close to that casino square wall.
Yeah,
Just like Thies, and I was tensing up.
3.6. As long as Seb doesn't get a penalty. Can you check Seb's warnings, Nick?
Will do.
Thank you. Right, Seb. It's always a pleasure when he gets onto the podium. So, can he get it today?
Seb's on 2 warnings, I believe.
Right, he needs to push, but not push too much. Oh, he's actually losing the rear bit there. He's losing time. So, when he crossed the line last lap, it was 5 seconds. When he crosses the line this time, it's 3.5. So, more laps like this, and he will do it. But he needs to make sure not to push too hard. As Rosia has lapped J4. Next up is Power on the hards. The top 6 are all on hards, and Nathan. Is he going for the fastest lap? Is this the fastest lap? He's used all his ERS. 14.5. What is the fastest lap? 13.4. Still a whole second off these. And he won't even get a point for that because there's over 10 people. So unlucky. But Frankie over half a minute clear of Erosia. It will be another P2 for the Alfa Romeo. Obviously, he got that strategy bang on in Miami to get a second, and now it's another second in Monaco. So hats off to him. Let's look at starting positions. Or positions gained, I guess. Look at that, Erosia from P12. And that 5th place grid penalty to come up to second. The top 5 all gaining 3, 6, 3, 9 and 3. Frankie after starting P4. P1 at the moment. J4 obviously disconnected, but every other driver's gained. Smithy, even though he's still last, has still gained 5 positions. Everyone with 3 seconds. Everyone with 3 seconds. We only have 3 laps to go now in the Monaco Grand Prix. Frankie with a half a minute lead. Erosia 40 seconds to Josh. 2 seconds now, Seb. So he's gained another 1.5, I think, and he can see the Red Bull ghosted in his field of view, and he can get ever closer. 1.6 now, and surely he will get him if he doesn't make a mistake. And if he does get a penalty, then he's going to need to overtake him and get a 3-second gap, which I still believe he could do. But when you're on the lead lap going through a ghost, we now know it's very dangerous because of what we saw to poor these. Oh, what could have been a 46-point lead in the championship is reduced down to 13 at this rate. Nick, what's your thoughts on this race so far?
I am speechless.
Can't find the words, yeah.
I mean, from the excitement of everybody being clean through lap 1,
Yeah.
then everything went down lap 2 and 3.
Oh yeah.
We had quite a smooth sailing middle part, and I've just seen Frankie hit the wall.
Frankie's nearly about to lap Josh and Seb. He's nearly lapped everyone bar Erosia.
Frankie's just hit the wall nearly as much as these did, and nothing's happened to him.
Here we go then. Seb, is this P3 for the Haas? As he's right behind the rear of the Red Bull, and Erosia, Frankie is watching all this unfold. Seb, will he get him in the tunnel? Will he get better exit? He just has to brake later, and that podium is his. And unfortunately, it will go away from Josh Crabtree at the moment. But the podium is... Oh, Seb hits the wall. But the podium is now belonging to Seb. P3 for the Haas. As Frankie is now catching up to the back. He's on lap 37 while Seb's on lap 36. Seb may just have to do the 1 lap less if he just lets Frankie through, because he's right on the back. Look at that. Blue flags are waving as Frankie starts the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. Seb has to be a bit careful here because he does have to let him through as the Red Bull gets out of the way, and Seb as well. Frankie, they're all 3 of them. Oh no, we know what happened last time. There was 2 AI cars. Frankie does lap them. Seb has lost P3 to Josh. Josh's spirit lives on. I wish you could be watching this, but Seb will brake later and take P3. Frankie has lapped everyone apart from Erosia in P2. I mean, it's nonetheless. I mean, obviously Thies, Chaz, and J4, they've all tripped over each other, but it's still been a great drive from Frankie, in my opinion. But Seb, yes, P3, as long as he doesn't make a mistake, and the AI of Josh doesn't really overtake him. But the AI of Josh has 70% of ERS to use, compared to Seb's 14. And keep in mind, Frankie will start the last lap, and that will mean that's the last lap for Seb as well. And Josh. And Power! Power! Power's also on the scene. I didn't notice that. Obviously he's got a penalty, but... Oh, no, he's been pushing too much. Yeah. Right, I did not notice Power cut the board on that quickly. And Nathan's near on the back of J4 as well. Right, Frankie starts the final lap of the Monaco Grand Prix in the Alpine. Erosia is only heading through the swimming pool about nearly. He will be probably the last driver to cross the line at this rate because of everyone else being lapped. But Seb, a second now clear of Josh. Power. Can Power get past and get a 3-second gap? I'm not sure, but here we go then. Power just has to brake a little later. And P4 on the road is his. So, can he get the 3-second gap? I do not, unfortunately, think he will, because this is the last lap for him. But we shall see. I think even Seb could get a 3-second and probably get the gap. But J4 will probably be disqualified. Nathan will be P6. Smithy P7. As for Josh, I'm really not sure because it wasn't his fault. He disconnected. But Seb will get on the podium. Erosia will be P2. But down in front, heading through the swimming pool section for the final time, Frankie, he has survived. The top guys have tripped over themselves. And in the Principality of Monaco, he's weaving. He knows what he has achieved tonight. It's the one they all want to win. And Frankie is the one who takes the win in the Principality. He wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Erosia will finish second. Seb gets on the podium. Josh Crabtree will finish fourth in his AI state. Hopefully he'll keep that fourth. Power fifth in his second race. Top 5 for him. J4 will probably be disqualified, so it's an AlphaTauri 6 and 7. Frankie reigns supreme in the streets of Monaco. He won in Imola. He wins in Monte Carlo. Erosia will finish second from 12th. Brilliant for him. It's the Alpine on top. And we're just waiting for Smithy, actually. Yeah. Where is he now? Oh, Smithy now weaving as well. It's weaves all round. And it's Alpine on top. What a race. Oh, no variable controllers? That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Void lap 29! Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to Will for spamming that, because my phone has now died. I think that stream is quite entertaining.
Yeah, midway through the race, we really brought on the entertainment there until Thieves leveled it up to 100.
Yeah, until Thieves, and I just want to go crash. But yeah, it's quite exciting, wasn't it?
Just a bit.
Steve for the fast lap by 0.3 of a second.
Oh,
but what the race? I mean, we
might
said
already have.
that.
Oh man, can this controller just hold on, please?
The most skillful drivers will keep it out the wall. You can be quick, but if you can't keep out the walls, as we saw from Thieves and Chaz,
yeah.
As much as Thieves might have been unfortunate, but you know, we've seen it before in Tier 2, Tier 1. If you put it in the wall, even if you just lose your front wing, that really can dampen your confidence, and it will
Just
happen
shows
many more times to come.
It's never over until the checkered flag drops. We generally thought Thieves had it in the bag, but the wall thought otherwise. Anyway, Frankie takes the win ahead of Rosia, Seb, Josh, Power, Jackie, Nathan and Smithy rounding out the finishers. Thieves gets the fastest lap ahead of Tigo, Chaz, Arsenal and Josh. We'll be ending the stream there early a bit, but that has been race 200. A very, very chaotic Grand Prix. And it pretty much summarises everything that's ever happened. It's not over until it's over. Domination, heartbreak, crashes, chaos, battles, and all the galore. I've been F1 Union, and Nick, if you want to say send-offs as well, you're more than welcome.
I have been E.T. Nika, your co-commentator today, or should you call me Martin Brundle and David Croft. But a very exciting race. I don't think I will be here next week, unfortunately.
I'm going to cry in the corner. And
yeah,
next
very
back as well. Because obviously that first week of September.
No, I will be.
Oh.
I will be. I won't be racing any Tier 1. That's what I was meant to say.
Right, okay.
But thank you very much for a fantastic evening.
And thank you as well. And thank you, Tier 2. And we'll get to the bottom of the results. Yeah, quite a bit to steward, but that's been Tier 2. Thank you all for watching. And goodbye.